The stranger who kept her heart. You are not going to believe the absolute insanity of this coincidence. It still gives me chills. So my wife, Clara, she passed away about 3 years ago. It was sudden, and honestly, I was a total wreck. Clara was a high school English teacher, right? She lived for books. Our house was basically a library. About a year after the funeral, I finally worked up the courage to donate her collection to the public library downtown. It was really hard. But as I was stacking the books, I felt this weird pull to open her favorite copy of The Great Gatsby. I opened it, and a folded piece of notebook paper fell out. My heart stopped. I thought it was a note from her. But the handwriting was messy, unfamiliar. It just said, "If you are sad, read page 42. I turned to page 42, and highlighted in yellow was a quote about hope. Clara never highlighted books. So, I took a pen, and I wrote below it, "Thank you. I really needed this." I left the book on the return cart and walked away. A week later, I went back. I couldn't help myself. I found the book on the shelf, and there was a new note. It said, "I am glad you found it. This book makes me feel safe." We became ghost pen pals. For 6 months, we never signed names, just two lonely people talking in the margins of a classic novel. Finally, I wrote, "I want to meet you." I sat at a table near the fiction section, waiting. I expected, I don't know, a librarian? Another widow? Then, this kid walks up, a teenage boy, maybe 17, baggy hoodie, headphones around his neck. He looked so nervous. He was holding the book. He sits down and says, "Are you the guy?" I nodded. I asked him, "Why Gatsby? You seem young for this." He laughed kinda shyly and said, "I know, it's weird. I used to hate reading, like despised it. But 3 years ago, I had this surgery, and ever since then, I crave books. It's like I'm hungry for them." My stomach dropped. I whispered, "What kind of surgery?" He tapped his chest. "Heart transplant. Saved my life." I couldn't breathe. I looked at him, really looked at him. I pulled out my wallet and showed him a picture of Clara. I said, "This is my wife. She was an English teacher. And she was an organ donor." The kid's eyes went wide. He touched his chest, right over his heart, and tears just started streaming down his face. He said, I think I know her." We just sat there crying in the middle of the library. Now, I meet him every Tuesday. I help him with his homework, and I tell him